everyone back to the Crimson 15 podcast. I'm your host, Crimson Sin.
M15 PCA.
Be sure to follow us over on Twitter at C15 Podcast and join the discussion over on Discord. There's a link in the description below. So, episode 5 of Star Trek Discovery. And just right off the bat, it's one of the worst Trek things that ever happened because it warps the shark. It does something that should never have happened.
It's literally, remember when we said that short with Tilly was bad? It's even worse than this. This is even worse.
And it comes so late in the episode because, again, these episodes are an hour long. It just feels like they just drudge. Yeah. So we start the episode off and remember Tilly got kidnapped.
Yes.
By the nasty, gooey, nasty cocoon of gross.
Thing, yeah.
It's like, it looks like a trash bag that's filled with nasty sewage.
I'm glad was making no noises in this episode.
It made a little noise, but not as bad as it was before. So we get Michael Burnham's like sprinting through the halls, and she's making her way to the engineering room, and that's when Stamish is like, she's gone. I'm sorry. So like we have that little sad moment, and then she goes back to her room, and because her and Tilly share their bunkmates.
Yeah.
And then she's like going through this whole kind of like introspective on herself, and it's kind of like a little anti-religious rant.
Oh, of course.
A little bit, and it's like, really, Tilly, do you really have to do that?
Oh, yeah, Burnham's up.
But, she's on the bridge, and she's all stoic, and this is how she's getting, like that Vulcan side. And Stam's just like, I'm figuring this out. I cannot believe she's dead. Something happened or she went somewhere. Oh, he has this faith that he can find her. I wish I could have the same thing. And it's like, oh my God.
We get it. Religion's bad.
We get it. Religion bad, religion bad, religion bad. We get it. Because that's what Trek was always about, was how horrible religion was.
No.
But she's having a thing, but she kind of snaps out of it because we got to lock on Spock's ship. And it's a plain old regular shuttle that would not have warp drive.
Yeah. And it's a medical shuttle. Yeah, even worse, so there's no way it got out there.
And they're talking about, he's powering up his weapons. These little medical transports have weapons?
Not in that time they didn't.
What?
They were only, like I said last week, they were only basically used to transport you from a ship to a planet. That's right there. Not if the transporters were down.
And this is the thing that keeps confusing me. Last week they did this too. They keep running into these red things. I keep thinking, is this one of those red lights? No, it's just a nebula. Make it another effing color so I don't think it's one of the red lights.
That's happened multiple times now.
Yeah, because like the last time with the asteroid thing, I'm like, is that one of the red light things? That
happened with the asteroid. It happened with the big planet. With this sentient planet. It happened with that religious planet. Yeah. So it's like, what is it with the red everywhere? Different color, guys. You're right.
I keep thinking, was that... no, it's just some weird nebula, and, he's trying to get away and everything, and then they end up shooting a torpedo, and they blow it up outside of a ship just to knock out his thing.
Yeah. And at first he's saying, Spock, it's me, Pike, we're friends, just become this. And no, of course not.
So they're like, okay, prepare to be... they basically tractor beam him in, and, okay, they got guns ready because they don't know. He's still wanted for murder. Multiple murders. But the door's open, and it's Giorgio and not Spock. This one, again, no one's talking.
For like almost 20 seconds.
Yeah, Pike needs to be, it's Spock. And then she thinks, but no one's saying anything, and then Giorgio just has that look on her face like, I hate her. Again, but I guess that just plays into her whole Terran Empress thing. But I just hate...
But the thing is, you think at this time, okay, you're not in that universe anymore. You have to start to be a better person. You know what I mean? You can't be like you were before.
So we get the opener and everything. They're walking down the hall. And, Captain Pike's like, we've been in the academy. And they're like, why aren't they talking about Spock?
As I said, Spock? Where's Spock?
They're just being all chummy. And it's kind of funny because, of course, Giorgio has no memories of this because she has no idea. But she plays it by ear. And... and Pike's just kind of being nice. He's kind of...
He's praising a little too much.
Yeah, you could drink us all under the table. You're telling me this little tiny woman who's maybe 110 pounds, maybe 120, could drink everyone under the table.
Guys and men. No.
Oh, you're like that, and you're, nothing changed about you. You're just as tough as you ever were. Okay, we get it, my God.
But we're thinking, hopefully, maybe he wanted...
Maybe he's a little Kirk in him. Maybe he's trying to, grease those wheels to, hey, maybe stop by my room. I don't know.
No, that's not the only thing you think of. That would only be the only saving grace of that.
Nothing but praise. Oh, yeah. It's because she's so great and she's so wonderful. And they get into the turbo lift, and then she brings out her Section 31 light. Ooh, look how cool.
Why does everyone know what Section 31 is? That just bothers me.
It's a little too in the open.
It was never like that. It was behind the scenes.
So they go to the main captain's quarters, and then we got another hologram. I thought he said he didn't want the holograms anymore.
Remember on the Enterprise.
Oh, okay.
To get rid of them. Remember they explained that?
It's everywhere else but the Enterprise.
Yeah, you didn't fix it. It's already broken. That's what we were
yeah,
talking
okay,
about.
so, okay.
Yeah, it was so stupid. That's why.
See, you confused me because you said something and now it doesn't apply because we're never going to see the Enterprise again. So they're having a little conversation. I guess that bald dude that we saw, I guess he's like the captain of that Section 31 ship.
Yeah.
And I guess him and Pike know each other. They grew up, at least in the academy together, and they know of each other. And they're just kind of going back and forth and goofing around, and it's a little too chummy.
I mean, at this point, there's an urgent thing going on. This isn't just a casual visit, you know? It's like...
And the dialogue sounds like how we would talk today.
Yeah.
Again, a lot of people would fault Trek and Next Generation. That the dialogue was stilted and everything. It's because I felt like we got past. We grew as a species. But they're talking just like how everyone would talk.
Yeah, and after a little inside thing about that, when, of course, Roddenberry died, they did give a little more human, more reflection to it, but it still had that Star Trek speak like that. We're a little bit past those things, like you said. But in this one, it's just gone. There's no difference. We could be on the ship, but we'd act like this. That's what it seems like.
And, they're having this conversation back and forth, but then it starts getting a little more serious because Pike's like, we hailed you, you didn't answer us. We're on this sensitive mission when you got to find Spock.
Yeah, why don't you say anything?
And they're like, oh, we're just looking for, because he's wanted for murder, that's why we're chasing him. And it's like, okay, everyone knows something, but no, we're not sharing information.
Where's all the secrets?
And then freaking Giorgio's walking around like eating an apple, smacking it.
I don't know if an apple or peach is something stupid.
I would have taken something out and threw it at her. Stop. You're being a freaking idiot. I hate you. Then they're like, okay, let my, because she's a Section 31 agent, gotta let her go. And they basically kind of agree, oh, I guess you're free to go, whatever. See, but Michael knows she's...
Yeah, but see, Pike doesn't know that.
And then, they start walking and talking. She's like, what the hell are you doing with Section 31? Do they know you're from the Terran universe? And then she's like, oh, you haven't told your captain, well, I'm under strict orders not to say anything. You kind of need to let Pike know. Yeah, I'm hoping after this episode, we don't know if she does, she takes Pike aside, because they do later on in the episode have a little mini conversation, but it's like, you gotta let him know because he can't trust her.
Yeah, at this point, you can't at all. Not at zero. First of all, you can't even trust X-31, let alone her.
Yeah.
She's even worse than that.
And then they're just having this kind of conversation, and she's just being flippant and, eating her apple and being a freaking... Ugh.
Yeah, you know how much a snake guard she does a hissing sound? Yeah. Like, really?
But what I did like about this whole conversation they have, because she's like, oh, I want to find Spock, and then Michael steps up to her face, like, if you hurt him, oh, what are you going to do? I want to be like, I want to tear your freaking black heart out and show it to you so you can see how dirty and filthy and disgusting it is before you freaking die. Yeah. I like that she stuck up for her brother.
Of course.
That was cool. I thought that was a cool line. Because like, no, you're not going to hurt him.
Yeah.
Because they still can't believe that he killed those people, which I don't think he did.
No.
I still don't think he did.
I think it's a cover. I think 621 wants it for something else. Yeah. That's my belief.
And after all that, of course, Michael Burnham's feeling like horrible. She goes down and talks to Stamets. Okay, give me some good news. I got to hear something good. And they come up with the idea. They're like, hey, if this thing ate Tilly or destroyed her body, there'd be something left over. Yeah. Amino acids, something, anything, and he didn't. There's nothing.
Then they explain a real scientific principle, like everything in life has matter, even when it dies.
Yeah,
it
just becomes something else.
Yeah.
Like even if you burn something,
there's ashes.
Yes, it becomes something else. So it was like, no, it didn't kill her. It teleported her, kind of like a organic teleport pod.
Yeah. And at this point, the theory, then he scans it. Oh, look, there's nothing in there. There's zero like chemicals or dust or anything. So she has to be something in the drive, basically, in that
the mycelial network.
Yeah.
So they come in and they go, oh, that's kind of a cool little idea. We cut to Tilly being in the little nasty pod, and it's like, it's kind of like a scary movie.
Yeah, like you think you're watching Aliens or something. Yeah. What is this? It's crazy.
It's really gross and nasty, and she breaks out of it, and then she's in the blue mycelial network. How's she even surviving there? They don't really explain it. I guess when she was quote unquote teleported, they rebuilt her DNA to be able to, I guess, survive there. They don't really explain it very well, but it's kind of hokey.
But then a lot of times in this series they do that. They don't explain it in Star Trek. They explain it like it's friggin' Outlaw Star.
Yeah, even worse than that.
Yeah, no.
Then we can see that these little spores kind of start attacking her because they break down everything.
Yeah.
So that's just what they do. They're animals. And we still don't know why she brought her here. And,
it's her friend, by the way.
But yeah, it's still May.
May, yeah.
But it's not May. It's just taking the form of her.
It remembers her memories, yeah.
So it's really not her, but it's so dumb because they start treating her like it. It doesn't even make sense because she was dead. Then Tilly's like, oh, F you, I'm going to go find my way out of here. And it's like, no, we need you. You're only like Obi-Wan, you're my only hope. And I'm thinking, my God, could you have brought any worse of a person?
Yeah, exactly. And there's also another thing. too, is like she went the way Tilly act. That's not how Starfleet officer should act.
Oh yeah, she's being all super. Again, they talk like how someone today would talk.
I'm gonna hit you in the bottom of my stomach. Am I here right in this?
Yeah, I'm gonna hide my feelings and everything, and then it's like
what? They say, okay, I know you may help. Okay, tell me what you need. I'll help you. And then at that point, I need to leave and go back to my world. I can't stay here. That's how a Starfleet officer would talk.
But we get back to Discovery, and I guess there's a liaison from Section 31. It's going to be like an in-between. And dun, it's Tyler.
Yeah.
And Pike's like working with Michael. Let's go meet the liaison. And then she looks over and sees that it's him, and you can just see that looking for us like, oh, damn. And Pike's not a moron. He's not an idiot. He's like, there's things here. You know this guy. You know, and like they talked about the fact that he's killed an officer. Oh, that was Volk, not. And he's like, no, it's still him.
Yes.
And like how Michael's able to make that distinction to make herself feel better. But no,
well, I think she actually slept with him, so she has to justify
makes it better.
Somehow. And then even asked at this point, this is where Crimson was talking about the little conversation. Yeah, this is where it happens. He goes, Georgia wasn't acting like herself. Very odd. So something's going on with her. You got to tell me.
And then she basically kind of takes a step forward and kind of whispers, at a better time, I'll explain everything to you. But right now, everything that's going on, but I will explain everything. And so he's like, okay, I'll trust for you to handle this. But he's starting to think, okay, there's got to be something.
Yeah, because he was even saying, like, when she was, when he talked about this, she said, well, the war changed people. He goes, yeah, but not like that.
No.
And maybe he was even saying false memories, just try to slip her up at that point.
Oh, yeah, we met at the academy and they never did.
They never did.
And she just went along with it.
Yeah.
Maybe he was. That's actually smart for Pike to do that.
Yeah, maybe that's why he started to figure, okay, she's not sounding like herself.
Because the Georgia he knew would never join Section 31, ever. No. Oh, I don't want to be retired anymore. No, that's not the Georgia.
The Georgia was a brave, courageous woman who took someone from a primitive culture and brought them to Starfleet because he figured out how to contact her. Okay.
Yeah, that's the Giorgio that would have done, not this one.
No.
So he knew something was up. So we get the Tyler Michael meeting. They're like in that mess hall area where they had that party, lame party in season 1.
The one in the wheelchair, remember that guy.
And they're talking to each other, and it's an awkward conversation.
Yeah.
Because he's like, I can never go back to Kronos. He doesn't explain the little scheme they came up with, but he's like, yeah, I'm here now. I'm in the Federation. I'm never going back there. And I guess she's kind of happy about it, but again, it's so freaking weird.
Oh, the whole conversation.
It's everything. It's awkward, and then it's kind of funny because he even says, "Oh, your captain doesn't trust me because like the security officer's there." But yeah, of course, because he's not going to let you just free reign walk around the ship and everything.
You killed the fellow. You killed the Starfleet officer. He's not going to trust you.
We get back to the mycelial network with Tilly, and again, there's no explanation of hardly anything. It's very rudimentary about they eat things like bacteria, and there's a thing coming through, you're destroying everything, and you're our only hope. Again, still not explaining it. It's just a weird, just really lame.
Tell me. You keep saying this evil monster, this presence, but you're not explaining what it is. You're not giving me anything.
But then she kind of gives her like okay, I'm gonna try to help you, but you gotta help me get out because it's gonna be hard for me to want to help you if you're gonna just keep me here forever.
Yeah.
Then she never really says yes, but she kind of gives her like a shoulder, like, I guess we'll try.
Okay, Tilly.
Excuse me. Get to the bridge, and then we have Stamets is basically saying, Tilly's still alive. And I know how to get her back. We're going to do a spore jump, but like a halfway.
Yeah.
So we'll be in between both worlds, and that's going to be our bridge.
Yeah, and then that one kind of robot machine, I don't know, alien, whatever.
Yeah.
She goes, it'll be like, we'll do a spore jump in one spot. We won't go to another destination.
We'll have a jump, but no destination.
So I will be kind of stuck in there like halfway.
I guess it would be like leaving the phone off the hook.
Yeah.
So it's connected, but it's not connected to anything, so it's going to just be stagnant. But he said, we only have so much time because it's going to start eating away at the hole, and it will eventually kill everybody. Yeah. Remember that. There's a time crunch here.
Yes.
And that becomes very, 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 very important later on.
Yeah.
But they ignore it, and it makes the episode. That's why it makes this episode really, really stupid.
Yeah.
So Captain Pike's like, okay. And then, of course, we get a little Tilly praise here. Oh, she would risk her life for any of us. Oh, yeah. She would.
Well, when they say she would risk her life because she's a Starfleet officer like any of us would. Say it like that.
The girl I know.
Yeah, I know. It's like always the praise. In this one, all the females are getting praise in this episode.
Yeah, every female praises every other female. We get a nice little captain speech about how we don't leave anyone behind, and we're gonna basically do this crazy plan so everyone get to the left side of the ship. So because once they're that part of the ship that's in there, if you go through there, you'll get instantly killed. Yeah. Your body will get snapped and twisted, just like those people in season 1.
Yeah,
because they screwed up.
Well, you'll probably stretch your body out, contort it, and make it all gross. Yeah, and you'll die.
Yeah, if anyone remembers that was like a million years ago.
Yeah,
but okay, they're planning to do the jump. Everyone gets on that side, and then it's gonna be Michael and Stamets are gonna go make the jump. I was like the fact that it's like, oh, you're ready to execute the plan, and then even Stab is like, I wouldn't want to say execute because we don't have the kinds of negative connotation to it. Yeah. But they make the halfway jump, and it looks pretty cool.
Yeah,
because it's like stuck halfway.
Yeah, it's like sideways like this.
It's a cool look.
And I guess when they're doing the spore jump, if you're in that little room, you'll be okay. You can go.
Yeah, that little cage.
Because it kind of protects you from it, like it's like an inoculant, basically. Then pictures here too.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I've always liked the way that when it does the jump, and it does that little spin thing. Yeah, I always thought it looked cool. So this May and Tilly are talking about, oh, well, you got to help us fight this monster that's killing everything. The Discovery. I keep wanting to say Enterprise. I got to.
Discovery.
The Discovery shows up and like, oh, they're there for me.
And the front part of the ship like lands right there.
Right next to him.
And the portion's very off.
Yeah, to me, it just seemed like Tilly and them are huge, and the freaking Discovery's tiny.
Yeah, if anything, Tilly should have been like this, and then
I just think the perspective was weird.
Yeah, it was off.
But they're like, oh, they're there for me, and that if you want me to help me fight the thing, we gotta all the stuff that's on the ship is gonna be able to help us.
Yeah. What made them figure to do in the first place, which is
weird.
So
here's what I've asked the audience, because everyone's smarter than me. What was she expecting Tilly to do? Fight the monster with her bare fist? Yeah. At this point, Tilly has no idea what this monster is. She's probably thinking it's like a giant like beast or something. What was Tilly supposed to do? It would have made more
sense if maybe before she took her, say, hey, Tilly, why don't you grab that phaser? Why don't you grab a weapon? Something. That made more sense. What is she going to do? She's just a woman.
Yeah,
she
just a human. Yeah, is she smart? Yeah, but there's only so much your mind can take you if you're fighting a quote-unquote a monster.
Yeah.
So they're making their way into the ship, and Michael and Stamets, they do their little jump, and they pass through that little wall because they're like, oh, it worked. It's like almost like maybe this wasn't going to work, but thank God they didn't get all twisted and gross. That would have been hilarious, right?
The end.
They're walking down the hall and everything's gone and empty because, of course, everyone abandoned that side of the ship because if they would have been there, they'd have been killed. And then even May's like, maybe they all died coming to save you.
And then Tilly's like, don't say that.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you? That's my family. Don't say that.
What the hell's wrong with you, you freak? But, and then Michael, and then because they're coming towards each other. And it's actually kind of a funny scene. She goes to the armory to get a phaser rifle. So it's like, okay, at least she's being smart and she's gonna.
But I thought maybe those weapons won't work in this universe, but it does. I don't know if it works. It's the different laws of physics are different there, but.
And then Michael has like, oh, there's a human reading, so she is alive. Okay, good. They're gonna go find each other. They're walking down the hall, and then Tilly's like, oh, I have this. It's a Mark III, and it's 3 times stronger than the Mark 1 or 2. That's why they call it a 3. And it's like, I understand that she's nervous and Tilly talks a lot.
It was, I mean, was it kind of funny? Yes, but at the same time, it wasn't Star Trek. It's like
it wasn't Trek. It wasn't Trek at all. But they turn the corner, and it's kind of funny because they both don't believe.
Yeah.
Like, is that you, Michael? Michael, is that you, Tilly? And then they kind of like, but they're still kind of like, is it?
They didn't know.
Then they kind of like, oh, then they kind of hug and everything. Okay, we found you. Let's get you out of here. But she's like, no, we have to help. I told her we would help May. There's a monster, and they're like, what? They like, what is all this about? We need to get you off here because the freaking Discovery's everyone's gonna die.
Yeah.
And then there's that time crunch. And they spend a lot of time explaining stuff to each other, and it's like time crunch.
There's a time crunch. There was no time crunch. It'd be different, but there's a time crunch. They have an hour. When you don't want time to chit chat.
And this is where the episode loses everything.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
So this monster, this whole time, was Stamets' husband. So he's been in the mycelial network, and he's been trying to defend himself against these things, and it's like he's destroying their ecosystem.
Well, like basically, I think his body's like a virus to them.
Yeah, and that'd be like antibodies, but they can't beat him because he's from his DNA and everything's different.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. Like, there's no reason why he should be here.
Remember when his neck was broken by Taylor?
Yeah, Tyler snapped his neck.
And we didn't stab him. Didn't
shoot him. He wasn't dying. When your neck gets snapped, that's kind of permanent. There's no fixing a snapped neck.
And he's a human man. He's not like an alien where maybe there's some physical reason why he still didn't die at that moment. So this makes zero sense.
It's so funny because when he first shows up, he looks like hobo Lenny Kravitz, but because I didn't know it was him till like Stamets goes, oh, I'm like, oh, that is him, but he looks all like
like a bum,
yeah, like a transient, and of course Stamets is like, is this real? Did you take a memory out of my mind? Are you trying to trick me? Because Imagine having losing a husband or wife, and then all of a sudden they're back again. He has to think, no, this can't be real. I can't give myself hope. But she's like, no, he came here. That's him. Killed the monster. Yeah. And so I'm like, that's your monster? So stupid. Why couldn't it be something like a real monster? So he goes chasing after him. Because of course, that's his husband. He's going to want to try to save him. And oh yeah, another thing that was really stupid. They just came up. We have communicators that can go across both these planes so we can talk to each other.
That was before they got there.
Yeah.
And literally, Stamets gets a look that we might want to use the thumbnails like, really?
Yeah.
Really, Burnham?
He
really?
didn't even believe the freaking thing because they contacted him and talking about, oh, how's it going? And like, oh, we ran into a complication. And then Captain Pike's like, yeah, we can't do complications. We're getting roughed up here. We got to get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
So they're going chasing after Stamets, and they're seeing, I guess there's this, I guess she called it the bark of some tree, and she's like, this is the stuff that's killing us, but he was using that as like an armor on his skin to protect him. But how do you even figure that out?
Well, did he grab like the tree from their world?
You know, but he brought that. It's what they don't explain it.
That's weird. If he brought that, that makes zero sense.
Yeah, but I think
it makes less sense than him being there in the first place.
I think just because his DNA from our side of the world or whatever, it interacted and started fusing itself and it created those.
I think maybe, but that's.
But they don't explain that.
No, nothing.
They don't explain any of that. And you know they're having that conversation like, oh, well, let's kill the monster. It's like, no, if that's really him, we got to save him. We're not gonna kill him. We'll figure out how to solve your problem. But why don't they just tell him? Hey, stupid, we'll just take him with us.
Yes.
So your monster will be dead.
And literally this time they keep talking and talking. Yeah. You have to hurry up. What are you doing? And remember Spock?
Yeah.
That's been totally forgotten in this episode.
But the thing starts making more and more damage onto the bridge. Like that wall keeps moving forward and forward. So they're having to
get away.
And I thought someone was going to die, but no one dies. It's so lame. And during this whole thing, they're getting effed because they're like, okay, we got to jump. We got to get out of here. We can't stay any longer. Then Tyler's like, he hits his badge. And with the communicator, what kind of communicator is that?
Well, maybe 600 would have that, but still. Yeah.
Remember Next Generation?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, we need an assist here. And I guess there was a cloaked...
asteroid.
But it wasn't even cloaked. It was camouflaged. Yeah. It looked like an asteroid. So technically it's not a cloak.
Well, but the thing that's funny about that whole... Yeah, it's a hologram almost. Funny thing technically about a quasi cloak like that... And at this time, they didn't quite sign the treaty with the Romulans to make the neutral zone where they wouldn't use cloak technology, but it's almost around that time, so they're really playing loose with the
But they're fudging it because it technically isn't.
It's not a cloak, but it's still, it's fudging it. Come on, we're starting to fudge the numbers here a little bit.
And then he's talking to him and everything, the two captains, and he's like, why weren't you helping us from the beginning? He's like, whatever, we're going to talk about this later. Help us. Hit us with a tractor beam. But it's really not a tractor beam, it's more of a... It shoots out these little magnets, and then the magnets are the tractor beam. It's really weird.
Because you didn't need technology. You didn't need, like, technology on the end of it. It's just supposed to be a beam that hits you.
Yeah, it's just weird.
It looks more low-tech to me than high-tech.
Yeah, but I don't know why they did that, but that's holding them in place. Yeah. So they're not getting sucked.
So they get an extra like 10 minutes.
Yeah, buy them a little more time. So we actually get this part. It's sweet. And it's nice, and because he's talking to his husband, he's like, "It's me. I remember you took me to the art museum, and you were so excited to show me all the."
Oh yeah, when he said when I first went into the sport, you told me that.
Yeah, and then I remember, and then you were running, and you put your hand out, and you knew I would grab it. It's
the only interesting thing I will say about that for him, maybe he's been there for like 1,000 years, because time might be different there.
Yeah,
so he's probably all like
because he looks super
old, messed up.
Yeah, and you know it's well acted.
Yeah,
and everything. It's just not Trek.
No.
It'd be perfect in another sci-fi show.
Oh, yeah.
So this beautiful scene, while beautiful, doesn't feel Trek to me at all. But he puts his hand out, but here's my hand now, you can grab me. And it's just beautiful. I like it. I felt it. I felt it real. You can tell that he loves his husband and he can save him again. It's not Trek to me.
No.
Then he grabs him and he hugs him and they embrace and everything. Oh, we all get the all moment. And then they all start talking and... May pulls the thing. She just grabs the rifle from it. I'm killing the monster, and they're like, "No, stop! Don't kill him. We can." And they're going to this big old long explanation again. The time crunch.
Yeah.
Tilly gets you to put down the rifle, and they start talking again. And we can save him, and we can bring him back. And then Stamets is. This is this. I was like, how is he here?
Oh my goodness! This is the worst part.
How is he here? Because he died normally. Tyler snapped his neck. He didn't get hit with like a... I can understand if like the spore drive blew up and the spores hit him and it took his essence or something.
He was stabbed. He was shot. Something. Give me something.
So during that whole, remember in season 1 where he was coming in and out of like, remember when Stamets' eyes were all like messed up? And he goes back and sees that his husband's dead. Probably been dead for a while. Snap neck, kind of died right away.
Yeah, because remember, he was still kind of in that messed up state where he didn't understand what was going on. He gets out of it and he sees
him and he embraced him. Again, we saw that in season 1 when we was holding him. Somehow, his husband cries a tear. His neck was snapped. You don't get to cry tears after your neck was snapped.
No, what you're going to do is nothing. You're going to be dead.
Then he kisses him.
And you see energy come from his lips.
He used a magic kiss to send him to the network.
No, it's Superman 2 lips. I'm telling you, when he made Lois Lane forget, it's super lips. It's a super kiss from Superman 2.
This
That's what I say when you can't explain something.
This plot device
is silly.
Is not Trek.
It's not even sci-fi. It's magical.
It's magic. It's almost magic. Yeah. But see, they're saying the tear that was on his body and his kiss, since Stamets had the spores in him, it transferred the liquid to him and it transported his energy. It's so stupid. My God, it's so stupid.
Remember when, in Star Trek 3, when before that in 2, when Spock put his memories into McCoy, so they would remember how to get Spock's body from Genesis when it crash landed. They put in his
but he did
the mind melt. That was cool. This is not that. This is totally not that.
And I'm thinking, oh no, they're bringing him back because everyone cried, "Oh, you went and killed the gay guy, so you got to bring back."
But they shouldn't have killed him to begin with. Then why'd you even do it to start with?
Oh God, they're bringing him back.
How ridiculous!
This whole setup
was just to bring him back.
With Tilly and all that was to bring back oh look, we really didn't kill the gay guy. Awful, just awful.
Yeah, because you can't die in the line of duty like any other Starfleet officer.
So they're again the time crunch. They don't seem to care about the time crunch. The Enterprise, the tractor beam, they're like, we got to let you go. We can't. It's gonna affect us. Then Giorgio kind of like, oh, she does some stuff with like changing energy. We'll convert this to that, and then we'll buy him a couple more minutes. And then they get into a little tiff. You're not in control of this ship. Whoa. Maybe if someone found out that you did something in your file, and then she blackmails them, so blackmailing each other. That's so Terran Empire. Isn't that what they do to each other?
Yeah, but not only that, he goes, and here's the thing that's weird. He says, well, you think they weren't the court-martial. No, they wouldn't, because the trial would know that they exist. They'd probably just kill her. Because they wouldn't do a court-martial because that would...
Maybe it's court-martial with the wink. AKA, I kill you.
Yeah, I know, right? There's no court-martial.
Oh, then if I can hack it and prove
why don't you just say it in a good way?
Giorgio, basically, he went and they were going to do like an assassination. And he killed the wrong guy. Yeah. I mean, how stupid can you be? Was he drunk at the time? It's so dumb. Why couldn't you just say, we can't lose the Discovery, we can't lose Stamets, his value to the Starfleet far outweighs...
And then figure out the problem we have with Spock right now. We have to have him.
No, she had to tell a man and put him in his place.
Oh, of course.
That was so dumb.
It almost reminds me of when... In the one movie with Kai where the two brothers, she kills the wrong twin. Yeah, that's what it was. They were twins.
It was so that should have been a flashback there, and it should have showed it.
Yeah,
don't shoot him. No, shoot him. And they changed it. That's what it should have been one of those.
By the way, it's the anime I'm talking about right now, so that was funny.
But it's been used in so many.
It has.
Oh, and they switch. You have to shoot both of us to make sure you kill the bad guy.
He's the one. No, he is. It's just two Spider-Man separating each other.
That's how stupid that whole explanation
is. It's ridiculous.
Then, remember the time crunch. Yeah. They get to the area like, oh, once we pass through here, we'll be safe. He tries to bring his husband over, and it starts to fade away because he was created solely in this network. So I'm like, oh, it just...
Maybe that would be if he has to stay away.
Then I'm like, oh, man, what a beautiful ending where he thought he had him back.
And that would save this episode.
But I'm like, okay, wow. But I was looking at how much time was left. I'm like, what the F? There's too much time left in the episode.
There's about 20 minutes.
Then he's like, no, you have to let me go, everything we had and we shared. And it's a heart-touching moment. But then they come up with the way, well, we can save him if we let his DNA get decomposed and she can use that little pod that they used Tilly to bring over.
Literally when Tilly says, okay, wait a minute, and then we paused it, Crimson pauses, he knew they were going to, and I said, watch, they're come up with a solution to save him. Gosh, they could have made it awesome, and no, they had it.
If they would have let him die.
That would have been something.
It would have been something. No. They figure out some hokey bull crap to save him. And then, they need May's help. And they, basically kind of beg her. But she goes, oh, but once you do this, the door will be closed. But isn't that what you wanted in the first place?
Yeah.
But no, she, built this friendship with Tilly. And it's like, oh, we can find a way to find each other again. It's like, what is this?
But Tilly had to tell her, we can't get sued, though. We can't get sued in a lawsuit, so we have to close it.
No, but court ordered. We got to close the Mycelial Network.
The Seattle Court of Appeals.
Yeah. So they end up, making the jump and getting out of there and then saving everyone. And it's so stupid. It's so stupid. It blows my mind that they thought, oh, we're going to bring someone back to life in the most ridiculous way.
He snapped his neck. I don't know how many times I have to say that.
But the reasoning to bring him back
was even worse.
Was because they wanted to make the Verge magazine, the Sci-Fi Wire, everyone who gave them crap for killing the gay guy. Oh, no, please, no. Here's our forgiveness.
Why'd you kill him to begin with then? That's...
You took all the weight away from his sacrifice and everything.
Every last one of
it. Every person who steps onto a starship knows that I might die.
Yeah.
But I'm doing it because of the belief of the Starfleet.
You die for the line of duty.
But they take it all away.
Of course.
Then they make the jump and they're like, oh, is anyone there? So Michael respond. Then it's like a 3-minute little, a 30-second little break. Yeah. Oh, we all made it. And everyone's cheering and high-fiving. I do like this part because everyone's going to the engineering room to check on him. Then Tyler starts to go, and then Pike's like, you're going to stay on the bridge per liaison protocol. Because he didn't trust him. Yeah. And he has no right in the world to trust this guy. They get there, but that little pod's still there. And they're like, okay. And they're like, oh, please let him come back. And of course he comes back.
And the pod gets destroyed. Totally. The nasty grossness is gone now.
So lame. So stupid. Effing lame.
The science, even the sci-fi science in this is so stretching belief. This whole episode.
It's so bad. Oh.
And now he's clean shaven. He has no hair at all. He went from homeless guy to
and we got to see his butt. That's cool.
Yeah. But we don't know what this guy's butt looked like. Now we do.
Now you know that finally then he goes.
So I wonder if that makes Stamets is going to stay in Starfleet now because probably
because his man's back.
Yeah.
We get that. I think the Section 31 ship is pretty cool. Yeah. It's a cool looking ship. Pike goes over there and he's talking to the other captain and they're kind of having their little he's like, almost like, dude, we were dying and you were just hiding out there. Like, why weren't you helping us? Then, Admiral What's-Her-Face.
From the first season, yeah.
From season 1.
The one who had sex with Lorca, basically.
Yeah, the one who banged Lorca.
Yeah.
She walks down and she's just like, okay, you stupid boys, now listen here. And that's pretty much how the whole conversation goes.
Oh, it's so bad.
Why don't you put away, what did she say? She didn't say machismo or something like
You're
that.
Man, something.
Yeah, and it's like, ugh.
Man ego or some crap. She was woman-splaining.
She woman-splained the hell out of these guys. Basically saying, we got to work together because we know something about Spock. You know, because you're the ones who found his shuttle. You know something about these Red Angel things, these things, so we got to talk to each other.
And at the end of the day, even Section 31, we all work for Starfleet, and we have to act like Starfleet officers, and we got to work together. That's how you say it. Not this, you're men. That had nothing to do with anything.
Yeah, you stupid men's.
Had nothing to do with it.
We get the, back to the Discovery, and message from Michael Burnham paging Pee Wee Herman.
Mr. Herman
from Mr. Herman front desk. She got some message from Giorgio, and she takes it in her quarters or whatever, or like in the engineering room, and she's like, she kind of wants thanks because if it wasn't for Giorgio, they would have lost everything. Yeah. But Michael ain't no fool. Yeah. She's like, you want something in return. I don't trust you. Oh, you're gonna have to trust me eventually. And she's like, no, I don't.
And I agree with Burnham on this one. And then, what are you gonna do with Spock? I need to know.
And she's like, I'm going to find him before some of these cowboy gun-toting other guys do.
Is that a shot at Kirk?
Is that a slide at Kirk? Yeah, it's a shot at Kirk. But here's the thing. She knows Pike doesn't want to hurt him. Only people that would shoot first and ask questions later are going to be Section 31.
Your ship.
So you.
Yeah.
So you can take it and shove it up your pipe there, Giorgio, because you're a lying sack of crap.
And believe me, we know how bad Section 31 is, so no.
And we know how bad the Terran Empire is. And I'm glad Michael doesn't trust her because she's a piece of crap.
Yeah. Why should she?
And then, then we get this kind of long monologue where if there is a bigger force guiding us out there, and it's kind of like this little, again...
But it's always the if, though.
It's your book-ending anti-religious message.
Yeah.
Then we see, Stamets and What's-Faces, he's in the little, med bay.
Yeah, getting
it's
killed.
Scanning him and everything, and it's like, he's back. It's like, you're allowed to just bring back dead people. We get to Pike, and he's overlooking the Red Angel, drawings, and it shows...
Doesn't told Burnham that he saw the Red Angel.
In that video.
Told him, yeah.
Then Tilly's there. I guess she just got done taking a shower or something. And then, they hug with her and Michael hug. And Michael's making her way back to the bridge. And she has that stoic Vulcan look in her face. But if there is something guiding us, I hope it guides us well. And that's how it ends. Like, okay, you kind of...
But in a backhanded way, though.
But, yeah, what a bad episode.
This was a zero. Because the fact that... the Super Lips brought him back from that stupid thing, and now he's back.
And why they did it.
They did it.
They didn't do it for story reasons. They did it to appease Vox.
Because he's just a doctor.
The newspaper articles. That's it. He's just some doctor.
And I'm sorry. Of all the doctors, he's the worst Starfleet doctor from all the Star Trek shows.
Because there's nothing here for him.
There's no. Yeah. He's not the MH. He's not Crusher. He's not any of those. He's not Bashir. He's just not.
Know what I thought was going to happen? Since they have already had funerals and all that stuff for this guy, and now he's back. I'm thinking they're going to force him to join Section 31.
That would be cool. I thought, okay, that would have been an interesting little
But
plot.
they don't say anything about it.
No, of course. And then maybe Stamets goes on that ship too because he doesn't want to lose him, so they get to. I don't know. That would have been interesting.
Who knows?
No, but they did it for Huffington Post.
Remember Spock?
Yeah. And we don't talk about that.
Yeah, again, that's the problem with having this overarching. This would be like, the whole Dominion Wars going on in DS9, and then we're having little side adventures. It kind of needs to be about the Dominion War.
Did they have other things happen during the Dominion? Yes, but that was always and far away from the battlefield. This is even more pressing because this is an entity.
Because this is
they could destroy the galaxy.
And the Discovery's mission is to go find Spock and.
It's not a space station.
Yeah, this isn't some random. Yeah, it's that's why you don't do these big. This should have been something introduced in the last 6 episodes.
Yeah,
not at the very beginning.
No.
But
and then another thing, they said they figured a way to with his emissions with Ion Trail to find him still.
Oh, Tachyon.
Yes, but then so he got another ship. So what other ship does he have now? Where's he at?
They said, it can mean time travel. I'm like, oh God, please don't time travel. Don't do that. Don't put time travel in this.
I don't mind you going to the 10 Empire, but don't do time travel because you can mess up even worse. They're being Captain Picard.
Unless they do since they are messing with time, that can say that this is another separate timeline.
That would be
that would save everything. It'd make the show a million times better.
Yeah, at least it would
it's not Prime.
At least it'd be like the movies. It's a separate universe.
Yeah, it's a Kelvin separate universe from everything.
Yeah.
So if they bring time travel in, only to say that this isn't Prime anymore.
But you want to guarantee they're not going to do that. Yeah. I hope they do, but let's say they're not. This episode was
so bad.
The Superman Super Kiss. I don't know that was
It blows my mind.
When I saw it, I couldn't believe it. I was just floored.
And the energy comes out his lips and everything. It's the most ridiculous thing Trek has ever done.
It's so wonky.
It is the Star Wars Christmas special of Trek.
Yeah.
That's how silly and stupid it is.
And again, you could have had an interesting premise, but you didn't do it though. They just didn't care. Because they want to bring him back, because they got to appease the friggin'
HuffPo, Vox,
Young Turks,
Slade,
and all them.
Yeah, those guys.
Yeah,
but not for story reasons. I guarantee that's why.
Because he's not an important enough character. He's just not. He's just a doctor.
Hoo-wee. I can't wait for next week, right?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be so much better. I don't know. It's just ridiculous. And
I don't know. And Giorgio's
just as bad as ever. And until she missed her friend, but she wasn't really your friend. She was using her memories. She was in your body. She invaded you.
Yeah.
So was she really your friend? Yeah.
I don't know. I think they're going to find a way to bring her back. Oh, bring back May too. She died. Why don't we bring everyone back to life?
Right? I know, right?
Damn Lazarus machine.
But the thing is, May we didn't even know she wasn't even Starfleet.
Yeah.
May was never. She was just a girl when she died.
She died when she was in high school or something.
Yeah. Right? So she was never in Starfleet. How's that going to work? Okay, you're a Starfleet officer now. What is this?
Might as well. They're handing out badges, right?
Oh my God.
She joined Section 31.
I know, right? Section 31 was not this open. They were in the background. They weren't this sloppy.
Yeah, very sloppy.
Yeah.
Very, very sloppy.
Yeah.
But I guess it matches the theme of the show. Just being sloppy.
Yeah, be sloppy and not caring and not giving a crap.
Yeah, I guess that's going to wrap this one up. I don't have anything to add.
I'm trying to think of the stupidity. Oh, yeah, when she first sees Georgia, she has the gun. You notice how Burnham kept the gun.
Yeah, but that's
what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking right there. When Pike says, that's weird. Why is she doing that? She saw it was Georgia.
She almost fearful, super scared.
Yeah, so right there, I think that's when he tried to trick Georgia with lies if he was trying to trip her up.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Yeah, because oh really? What class was that? But she was more like, oh yeah, it's been a long time, and she just had that kind of I'm the happy Giorgio that everyone thinks I am, and just kind of bouncing around. Yeah. But it's so phony.
Yeah, it's so
and
fake.
I think Pike is a little smart, and he knows that it's phony.
Oh yeah.
So I'm hoping.
Even though it's the worst episode, no Jet Reno. Thank goodness.
Oh yeah, thank God. She didn't use her. She just disappeared somewhere.
Oh, thank goodness. She can disappear the rest of the series.
Yeah, that's so funny. Weren't they needed her help? She's like a super smart engineer, right?
That's so weird.
But they didn't even use her.
No, she's just gone.
She probably was because they... whatever. I'm glad you... Whatever. I don't want to make excuses for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank God she wasn't there.
Yeah.
But, this is going to wrap it up.
I think that's about it.
Yeah, let us know how you guys feel about Super Kiss. How that fits into Trek in any way whatsoever. I can't wait for those comments.
Oh, my, yeah. And then follow us on Discord. We'll have the link up and everything.
Yeah, like I said at the beginning of the episode, there's going to be a link in the description below. And, see you guys there. Hit us up on Twitter.
Oh.
It's a whole lot of fun.
This thing's a disjointed mess is what it is.
I've been your host, Crimson Sin.
M15PCA.
Thanks for watching.
See you later. Bye.
Crimson Sin here. Thanks for watching, and be sure to like, sub, and share. Also, for the most up-to-date information about the podcast, follow us on Twitter at C15 Podcast.